hope you've had your halftime oranges and retied your laces because we're about to kick off with part 2 of our live show footage.
Yes, to quote Lost in Space, last week, as you recall, we left our intrepid explorers, well, deep within discussion of how they would approach time travel, and Justin Matson bamboozled us with how safety conscious he is, and also his business smarts on the price of water in the future.
Yeah, and as we leap into the second act, we start off with, and I think I actually say this, it's my favourite question regarding the size of ants and dogs and which is preferable.
Yes, so a huge thank you to anybody and everyone who came out to see these live shows. It was a big risk and we are so grateful to have so many people coming out to see them.
Yeah, and we actually can't forget this time to thank Maddie for doing the live sound desk and somehow removing the literal hundreds of crickets we had.
Yeah, it was frightening.
Yeah.
Of course, Brendan Hay from Underground Transmitter for taking the footage for us. Thank you for him as well.
What a ride.
For him. Thank you for him.
I didn't mean what a ride, but anyway.
Okay, well, all right. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Let's just play the footage.
Okay, yep.
I'm still doing it. It's just really slowly at a normal pace.
Yeah. Like we all are. All right.
Oh, no.
Mema and Bill, your question. And this is my favourite one, just by the way. Would you rather all ants be dog-sized or all dogs be ant-sized? Good question. Thank you.
What a question.
I love ants. Ants are great. I watch them often. They're fully teamwork. Sorry, what? Orientated animals. They just go in a line. They're like one ant. No, they're just.
Imagine all of them as dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the size of dogs, and they're like we're in a team, and then they'd be. You could hang around with them, and they're fluffy too. Yeah, just the fluffs. If it's too small, you could pat them if they were dog size. You'd be like, oh, how good are ants? And they would
kill you in seconds.
Yeah.
not if you learn how to train them, because their brain would increase at the same. You're a physicist. Their brain would increase at the same rate as the rest of their body. They're that small. They're so smart. They build bridges out of each other. Right? Have you ever watched David Attenborough? Has anyone ever watched David Attenborough? Right? They build bridges. They're just like, oh, Gary, get down there. Then,
they destroy us all.
Larry, you're next.
You haven't thought
To
this
each
through.
other. They're that small. Imagine their brains bigger. They'd be like, hey, humans, here's how to get to Mars. Ants dog size. They're the future.
It's not a debate. It's not a debate. It's would you rather.
I mean, have a go, but
2 words, tiny little dogs. Tiny little dogs.
nobody wants a
They're
tiny
cute.
dog.
You
What's
can
that
take
gonna do?
dogs with you everywhere.
Where are you going to find a
have,
stick
like,
big
a
enough to play with that
terrarium.
dog?
You could put them in sand. Oh, that's ants. But like,
We haven't even asked for scoring, and she got an applause. And you talked a lot and got nothing.
it's because he's talking crazy with his giant ants.
Sorry, I've
I
ruined
like ants.
Fringe.
All right, let's put it to the audience.
I got
put
a
it
lot
to
of
the audience.
negative press. I got defensive. I'm sorry.
I've started some controversy.
My ant rhetoric. I just love ants. That's that. I'm sorry.
Tiny dogs.
We'll still do the vote. We'll do the.
Wow.
Ah!
Hang on, I'm interested. Dog-sized elephants, that's good.
Yeah,
That's terrifying.
That's good.
Dog-sized
Okay,
elephants is
so-
obviously a
Yeah,
win,
but
I wasn't
the
afraid.
size of the pooper scooper you would need to clean up after you take it for a walk, you need to take a bulldozer.
You're thinking of an elephant-sized dog.
Yeah.
Ah. Well, I am actually, yes. And doesn't everybody?
No,
Obviously not.
you guys don't know anything about the size of
Well-
animals should be.
Okay, well, ignore what I just said.
I feel like let's just keep the peace and give both teams a point.
Hooray.
Oh goodness,
Hey, we have to beat negative 9,000.
that was a big one. All right, we have a score check, please, Josh.
Of course you can. Aaron's team is on 11, -1, -1, -1, -1. We're on 9. The right side of the audience is on 4, and the left side is on 11.
Well done, whoever the left side of the audience is.
We're on 2 points, but it looks a lot like 11.
All right, round 3 is badly explained professions. So I'm just going to read out a job description that someone's put together based on their job, and it doesn't make sense. And you guys have to try and guess what I'm saying, essentially. And we'll need buzzers for this one, so please just say buzz! Not directly into it. Yeah.
Woody.
Audience, you're in.
At some distance from the mic.
Yes, please. Audio.
You can't play nice with others.
But at least you have cereal. I almost said popcorn then.
It's a lovely shirt.
It's
Very popcorn-esque.
It's the best
Yeah.
cereal for when you don't have bowls.
Yeah, thank God. Okay, profession number 1. I blow things for money.
Brass musician.
And the job is... No, sorry.
Buzz.
Yes.
A balloon artist.
Oh, good answer, but not what I have on my card. The all-knowing card.
Yeah, glass blower, that's what I was going to say. Yeah,
Last one. Oh!
well, we're working together.
Point to the right side of the audience.
It's not the answer. There's still a chance to get the point from the card.
Prostitute.
No, because that would be, kind of
Am I wrong?
well explaining their job.
Sex worker, Josh, sex worker.
That could be men of the night, you don't know.
Well,
Buzz.
yeah.
A recorder teacher.
That's the closest. I had saxophonist on the card. I would have taken any kind of, flautist or, the rest of them as well. Happy? Yes? Okay.
That's fair.
Next one. I make hot things cold and wet. That's not a job.
My ex-wife.
Butcher.
No.
Sorry, that's not true.
Oh, the audience gets it!
What was it? What was it?
Firefighter. Yeah.
It also makes average people hot and wet.
Did you read my cards? Next one. Bit of an easier one. I shoot people. Badly explained.
Cameraman.
Oh, topical. So I think I heard it.
Cameraman.
Got it.
I feel like the whole us buzzing thing fell apart very quickly.
I
Yeah.
didn't hear it,
My
Buzz.
buzzer is cameraman.
That lasted a grand total of not once.
I can see everyone's face. It makes it easy. Anyway.
Unlike the usual podcast where we face away from each other. You buzz, I can't tell. Who are you? Where are you?
Quick,
Aaron,
dink your ball. Second to last one. I rent used mattresses. As in, I rent them out. I don't rent them for myself.
Baby boomers.
So is that audience? Hotel owner. The audience gets it.
Strong recovery, 12 points.
I love the fact now that the audience is just part of the team.
I'm going to eat cereal. You guys got to forget.
It's a huge game show now. We thought 4 was a lot.
The left side of the audience is winning right now.
Hey! Cereal for everyone!
They made a strong comeback on a high point question.
I think you think points work as in
You can still
one
come back.
for each question.
Oh my god.
That's not how Josh scores. And we still haven't had the rap battle.
If someone gives me a shirt, they'll get a point.
Or a chair.
Okay,
Or a chair that's not broken.
last one. And the boys have heard this one, so Josh and Aaron, you're out.
Don't fall off.
I say the boys, I mean my boys. Sorry. There are other boys in the crowd. Anyway. Insisting on silence to respect the fallen trees. Well, you're not wrong, I guess.
Buzz,
Maybe?
a librarian.
Hey, Steve Brady! There we go.
What was it?
Librarian.
Librarian.
Insisting on silence to respect the fallen trees.
Give you another point.
Yep, there we go.
That's really good. That's poetry, man.
Yeah.
That's poetry.
That's a good one.
That's really good. That's,
All right.
no wonder you couldn't wait to share it with the boys. That was a real good
I know, it was so good.
Yeah, it
Anyway.
was so good.
I may have been on the podcast before. Who knows? Anyway, moving on. Score check.
Sure. 12, -1, -1, -1 to Aaron's team. Our team's on 11. The left side of the audience is on 12. Making a fast comeback with lots of asking for points. The right side of the audience is on 9 points.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Sure.
Guys, there's an in there.
Sure.
Who do you reckon you're going to
3 more? Sure.
All right. Like, if the audience could just,
Or audience
calm
vote.
down with the cresting of points just for let us finish the show. Then you can ask for all the points you want.
Numbers over there.
I've got Phil over there. He's pretty cool.
See, when you do it, though,
Right.
you're wearing a little military jacket, so it looks like you're saluting everyone.
It does. Okay, our last
Well, of
round.
course, that's what I'm doing. Sorry. That's
Respect right there.
respect.
What's happening?
Our last round.
Good question.
So close that
Last
time.
round.
Our last round for the evening is my favourite round again, is the NT News. So I'm not sure how many of you have read the NT News. Yep, their headlines are always
Point fancy.
delicious, okay? So, yeah. So,
Journalism at its core.
yeah, it really is.
It's still better than the others.
Everything is better than the unless they're here, which is fine.
Can you explain what this is in case we don't know?
Oh, okay, the NT News.
Some people in the back didn't seem to know. So.
Oh, okay. Some other people, yeah, okay. No, the NT News is a newspaper in the Northern Territory, and they have a reputation of doing headlines for their shows that for their newspapers, which they have, that are just wacky as. And so I'm going to read out. I think I've got 5 different options for what their headline could be, and one of them I made up, and you've got to guess which one that I made up. Right. Shady Sheila shuns the soldiers. Soldiers? That's really hard to say. Shady Sheila shuns the soldiers. Horny ghost haunts house. Most of these are real. Sexy granny drought. Catnappers saved my pussy. And I've got Roo, babe. Roo, like kangaroo. I've got Roo, babe.
Is it meant to be like the Sonny and Cher song?
Yeah, I think so.
Sing it.
Oh, maybe later.
Team confirmed.
Yep. Each team, have a conference.
I've dated a few grannies, and
Which
there's,
one?
there's plenty of sexy grannies out
You
there.
reckon sexy
I'm
granny
just-
drought I made
I'm
up?
just saying.
Alright, anyone else?
Don't look at me like that. Stop judging me. Stop
Anyone
judging me.
I forgot to say that.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Thinking music, dun, dun,
I'm
dun,
not even
dun.
listening to this stuff.
You guys want to vote for sexy granny drought? Alright.
Scattergun.
And
We've made a
this side of the
decision.
audience?
Our team.
Just gonna give us a point anyway.
You want? Yes, okay. I can say anything.
I think the
Right.
left side of the audience.
First one's quite hard. Shady Sheila shuns the soldiers. Very hard to say. Horny ghost haunts house. Sexy granny drought. Catnappers shaved my pussy. Or I've got Roo, babe. These are all headlines from the NT News, except for one that I wrote. So do you guys want to vote on one? Shaved.
Oh my!
If you'd like to vote, if you don't want to vote, that's okay. That team has. Anyone? No. The pussy one? Alright, Mum says the pussy ones. So that was a fun moment for me. And teams?
We're voting for the sexy granny one.
Sexy granny drought as well?
No, you gotta vote for the one you think she didn't say, not the one you want.
What
Anyway.
if they're one and the same? That's called serendipity. Sure, there's a song.
Alright, so sexy granny drought, pussy, Roo. Ooh, what a fun sentence that was. Anyway, you're all wrong!
That's bullshit.
A point for the host.
No, the NT News gets that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fair enough. No, that's fine. No, actually, the one I made up was the one I couldn't say. Shady Sheila shuns the soldiers because I didn't read it out, just wrote it down on my card. Anyway, so final scores, Josh, please.
So 12, take one.
Which equals what, Josh?
8.
Thank you.
One dolphin. And we're on 12, which is more than a dolphin, as far as I know. You guys are on 13 plus 16.
How?
You guys have scored a total of David Bowie. So it's easy to figure out that the winner was the NT News.
Yes.
Well,
The
look,
NT News.
for second place, I'm pretty sure, does Bowie beat this much?
Who would win in a fight, Dolphin or Bowie? Oh, imagine that.
Bowie wouldn't fight the dolphin. Bowie would befriend it.
I don't think they'd fight.
Oh, Josh, no.
I think they'd find a way to become one.
Yeah, they would. They'd join together.
Hello, dolphin.
He never died, Bill. He just became a
Oh, that's a growth, not a problem.
Would you like to come with me to the future?
Well, unfortunately, the NT News isn't here, so for the prize, we usually get people to review the cereal. So who's second place? Who had some cereal?
That guy. That guy.
Oh, he definitely
He's not Santa.
Is this how you play?
I'm okay with this.
Oh, what's that?
That's the broken chair, I promise.
Okay.
Let's review the cereal. So have some of that and tell us what you think. More. Can't review it off a handful. More cereal. Take it.
It's nothing like a chocolate milkshake.
Is it crunchy?
It's definitely crunchy.
Well, then he's right. It's
not
not like a. It's not.
That's the joke!
Correct.
It quantified.
More points to that guy. He's just
What's the
winning
rating out of? How do I rate it?
You're ruining the integrity
It's a
of
rating
the
out of
show.
7, and the top mark is 5.
Oh, 4.5.
4.5 out of 7. That's a really good score.
4.5.
Well done.
7.
Thank you very much.
Okay, well, I'd like to give our lovely guest a big round of applause for playing today. It was wonderful. You've been a delight. There's been lots of you. Very well done, very well done. And I'd like to give you all a chance to plug your show for... How long have I got left, Annie?
2 hours?
2 hours! 2 hours each! No. All right, so you get a minute or two each.
My show, like Nestle Milo cereal, also now has vitamin D for growing bones. Because before Nestle Milo cereal, nobody had bones and it was a shit time. How did you grow bones before Nestle Milo cereal? I don't know. My show is a lot better than cereal. You should come. It's great. It's amazing. It's called arguably the best show. This place called Biggie's Basement Bar. It's in the middle of town, off a street called Grenfell Street. We all from Adelaide? Anyone not from Adelaide? Where are you guys from? Okay. Are you enjoying it down here? Good. What are you doing? What are you doing with your time? Yeah. You live in a van? All right.
We're not one to judge. Yeah, I'm going to stand up because I'm going to show off my my captain's uniform because I am the captain of the Starship USS Improsity, and where I'm doing a show called Galactic Trek, which is basically a science fiction parody. I will be wearing this top. I will not be wearing these pajama bottoms. Well, I might take them just in case. I mean, backstage. But yeah, so it's a parody of Star Trek, Battlestar Galactica, Firefly, any other. So, are you gonna be? Am I like? It's all my socks and everything. It's like it's disgusting. So, yeah. No, look, I'm trying to be semi-professional and plug my show. So yeah, we're on at the Tandenia. We start next Wednesday the 7th, and we're at 9:15. So come along and look, have fun, and thank you so much for coming and making us feel welcome and humiliating us by winning.
Hello, my name is Brendan. I'm from Selfies After Dark, where I invite the audience to take a walk on the dark side of social media. Basically, we see the ideal Insta life of our protagonist and then slowly chip away to see what she's really like. It's playing on Rundle Street at a bar called Brooklyn, where we meet and go on an interactive journey and film. It's playing Thursday, Friday, Saturdays at 9 p.m, so we'd love to see you there. Thanks.
My show's like a sci-fi crazy thing and a man lays an egg, but I'd like to just quickly take this opportunity to I really want to see that Bowie dolphin thing. Bill, can we just 30 seconds just have the union of the dolphin and the Bowie?
Am I the dolphin or Bowie?
No one dare stop
Someone needs to narrate then. The two gentlemen stepping in front of the stage.
Here we see the dolphin, and David Bowie approaches. Magical. The mating begins.
Dolphins don't usually show so much fear.
You do know, David, that dolphins do love sex. Quite a lot, actually. As does David Bowie.
There's no way to narrate this.
What's
And
actually...
that's time up. Moving on. Woo!
I could watch that all night. My show is just an hour of me reacting to that. No, it's called Justin Matson Fatter Than You Think, and it's an hour stand-up comedy. It's at the Basement Studios, which is like it's like an alley in an alley off of Rundle, right on Gawler Street, and you can find them at. And it's great. This week, tomorrow and Saturday, it's 5:30, and then next Wednesday, it's at 10 p.m. Like I said, come, it's fun. It's super fun. Yeah.
I like Bill's sitting down idea from before. I'm gonna adopt it.
Revolutionary. Told ya.
Yeah. So I am in Bazinga Nerd Last Nights. We start.
Hang on. Are you getting a phone call?
No, like that's here. Yeah. You ruined. Hold on, I have to do it.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you ruined it. I have to do it again now. Like I was having a soundtrack. Anyway,
I'll just fall off a chair.
Yeah. Out. Yeah. All right. So tomorrow night I am
Sorry,
in.
don't let me interrupt you. I would hate to interrupt you again.
All right. So tomorrow night in Cornucopia down the hill, we have Bazinga Nerd Last Nights at 10:50 p.m. tomorrow night. And Saturday night, and then the following weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's a nerdy burlesque show. There's 8 different performers, different kinds of pop culture, Game of Thrones. What else we got? Sailor Moon on a pole. Predator. Like a whole bunch of different pop culture nerdy things. There's like 8 different performers, so that's 16 tits. So like, come down. Like that's really good value. That's I think it's about like 50 cents a tit. Yeah. So like, come on down tomorrow night and Friday night. Yeah, get a fly after. Hey, Maddie. Like,
That's a good tip. That's it, right.
And thanks again, everyone. If we could do one more big round of applause for the artists. And of course for yourselves as well. Thank you for coming out on a Thursday night to an 11:45 ridiculous time show. We really appreciate it. It really matters a lot to us that people actually come and laugh with us and not at us, hopefully. Who knows, though, really. Don't tell us. We don't need to know.
I don't care.
Thanks again so much for coming. But we also have a show, actually, another sci-fi show. It's a bit of a theme going on here. Tomorrow, it's called Dodger Truck in Space, and so you're more than welcome to come to that as well. But other than that, I hope you all enjoy your Fringe and have just a wonderful, wonderful couple of weeks. Thank you.
And also, Josh is hosting tomorrow night, and I'm hosting Saturday night.
Yes, that's a thing too.
And thank you to Sam.
thank you.
Thank you to you guys for hosting us as well.